Welcome back to Elizabeth Plants. I'm Elizabeth, and today we are going to be packaging plants for shipping. Today we're dealing with some ultra bright sunlight, so we're going to have to do our best with that. But I am packaging up my giveaway plants to be shipped out, and so I just thought I would film me doing that and kind of talk you through what I do. I have successfully shipped plants many times before. So I expect that this will also be successful, but you never really know with plants, especially with shipping delays that are occurring right now. Regardless, I'm going to walk you through it. So these are the two plants we will be shipping. They are well acclimated into this soil and into my space. I watered them, I believe I watered them yesterday morning, and just pause and apologize. I'm going to have to handle my cats every once in a while. I've got the cats in the office with me, so that's going to be a pain. But I watered these, I believe, yesterday, like midday maybe. Just kind of, I noticed they were dry and I didn't want to water them right before shipping, so I watered them yesterday. No fertilizer, just water. And they were also, the leaves were cleaned off this morning, and they were treated for any potential pests like 3 or 4 days ago. Just treated with neem just in case. I haven't seen any on since before that treatment. So we should be good. But I've got all the supplies I need. I have paper towel. I've got my tapes. I've got the only sticks I could find. Packing supplies, which my cat is sleeping on, and shipping boxes. So the first thing I want to do is talk about tape and how I tape up the dirt. So as you'll notice, I have 2 different types of tape. I have packing tape, obviously for the packing box, and I've got whatever the heck tape this is. The reason I do not use packing tape in my on my plants is because I hate pulling that off, so why would I subject other people to that? This is so much easier to rip off. So the first thing I'm going to take is paper towel, and I'm going to do it little bit by little bit. I'm going to fold this up. I'd say that's about like 1.5 inches in width. And I chose that width because that's about the distance between the plant and the side of the pot, roughly speaking. So the paper towel is going to hold moisture in case it gets delayed in shipping, but it's also going to keep the dirt down. So I'm going to lower the camera so you can see how I go about packaging that. So again, you'll have to forgive the lighting, but I'm essentially going to just stick this in here and then fold it at the edges and just do that all the way until the soil is covered in. So that's that, and then I'm going to take my tape, struggle, and I am just going to tape it down pretty securely. I don't like when I open up a package and there's dirt everywhere, so I make sure that I tape up my dirt as securely as possible without being a little bit ridiculous. And naturally, some of the tape will probably lose its stickiness as the paper towel soaks up moisture. I'm hoping that that won't happen before the plant arrives, though. So I've got the top secured down quite a bit. Now I'm just going to go around the edges with a piece of tape to just really make sure we've done it well. So like I said, my biggest pet peeve is when there's dirt everywhere in shipping. So I'm going to make sure that that doesn't happen. Ta-da! So this is plant number 1. No mess. A little bit of water, but that's okay. No mess. Next I'm going to do plant number 2, but since you know what I'm doing, I'm just going to do that really quick. I'm going to pause here because I realized that I forgot something with this guy that I can still fix, but I want to do it beforehand. Is I want to stick a stick in here. These were the only sticks I could find, so really these aren't as tall as I would like them to be. However, they will stop the majority of the plant from being crushed. So I think these sticks are going to be better than nothing. Probably not tall enough for this plant, but again, better than nothing. At least most of the plant will be salvageable in the case of crushing, simply because I don't have long enough sticks. I thought I did, and I do not. All right, these guys are all taped up, and they are pretty much mess free. Now I'm going to pull out the box that I will be putting them in and kind of showing you how I situate the box. So I am going to just be using these priority boxes because I have them around. You can reuse boxes if you want, but I already have these, so I'm going to use them. So this is box 1. So what I am essentially going to do is try and make it as safe as possible for the plant to lay on its side in this box. I did not have any tall boxes, so I'm going to make it as safe as possible for the plant to lay on its side in the box. Now, I thought I had a giant roll of brown packing paper somewhere, and I do, but I could not for the life of me find it. I know I put it somewhere obvious, and I just can't find it since I reorganized the office. So I found a bunch of paper in some boxes that me and my boyfriend were going to throw out, and I also just grabbed a bag of our extra grocery bags that we were using for bathroom trash, but I'm going to use those instead. So for each box I'm going to use a mixture of both, just to make it fair, and also because I have 2 pieces of packing paper. So first I'm going to start by laying some packing paper down on the ground. So essentially what I've done, if you can see that, is I've made kind of a nest in the box for the plant. I am then going to gently situate the plant in the box in a way that will not harm it. Next, I am going to put in the card that I made and fill the rest of the box with just grocery bags. And obviously I'm going to do the same thing for both boxes. I'll show you the second box in fast forward mode in a second. But as you'll see, I wrote Raftet on it, just kind of short term for Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, so that I remember what label to put on this box, so that I know what plant is in it. Because I am shipping out 2 plants and I'd hate to ship them to the wrong person. But next, what I'm going to do with probably just like a Sharpie or a thick black marker is I'm going to write this side up on the box, and on 2 of the sides I'm going to do that. Then on 2 of the other sides I'm going to put do not leave in sun and fragile. My cat just tried to climb the greenhouse, so he knows that that's a no-no and he gets locked out of the office. But anyway, so I'm going to make those notes on the side so that the shipper will hopefully know not to throw it around or to leave it on somebody's porch out in the sun instead of tucking it into the shade. So we've got that. And the arrows will hold, but we did package the plant in a way that we can toss it around, and I literally hear no movement in there. So it's nice and stable in the center and should be fine. Now I'm going to package up the second box so that you can see it. Alright, so I am done packaging up these 2 boxes. Now the only thing I have to do is slap the label on top, which I still have to print out, but I'm going to put the label on top, and then I will be taking these to mail first opportunity I have tomorrow. I've got a break between clients, so that is when I will be taking them to the post office. I will have a prepaid label on them, so I will just put them directly into the box place, depository, the spot where you put boxes when I go in. It's like a little thing. Anyways, I'm going to give them to the mail people and hope for the best. I will be paying for the quickest shipping within reasonable amounts of money, just so that it gets there as quick as possible, especially with it getting warm outside. I do not want these guys frying, so I made sure they were nice and moist so they do not hopefully dry out or get damaged on the way there. So like this video if you like this kind of content. Comment down below how you ship your plants, if you ship plants, if you do something different, the same, if you have any thoughts on the way that I package plants. Yeah, and subscribe if you like planted content and content similar to this, and I will see you next time. No crunching on that. There's my snake. There's my snake.